There is a story we repeat so often that it has felt like it is the truth. That in the 1960s, two nations, Kenya and Singapore, stood side by side at history's doorway. Both poor, both newly free, both unsure of what will come next. We are told they started the same race, and for years, that story has made us comfortable. Because if the starting line was equal, then the outcomes feel explainable. But history is really that simple. Because something happened very early, something so quiet that it barely made headlines, yet so powerful that it reshaped everything that followed. Within a single decade, the paths had already separated, not slowly, not gradually, but permanently. Today, one society feels predictable, the other feels fragile. In one place, rules behave like rules. In another, rules behave like suggestions. And yet, both nations came from the same era, the same global moment, the same promises of independence. So, where did the difference begin? It wasn't geography, it wasn't intelligence, it wasn't culture, it was a decision. A decision most people never notice because it happens before prosperity, before skylines, before money. And now, decades later, as Kenya stands before one of the boldest ambitions in its history, a 5 trillion infrastructure fund approved by the cabinet, that forgotten decision matters again. Because the question is not whether Kenya can build, the question is what must exist before building even makes sense. And to understand that, we must first return to the story we think we already know. We begin with a familiar myth.